Okay, this video is going to be about using the Slab Edge tool. And mostly it is used to create a turn down footing. And here are several images of a turn down footing. This is the most common right here. So you've got a slab on grade and then a thickened edge to provide more bearing for the load from the wall. And so the Revit uses a sweep to create these, and it uses a profile of this particular shape. Okay. So if you've got something other than that shape, like say, for example, this one, you'll need to create a new profile sketch of that particular size that you want. And back several years ago, when I was working for a home builder, some of the homes that we built had a footing like this. So it was a much deeper turn down than what you would normally see something like this right here. Okay. So open up the Slab Edges drawing. And what we have here is two different floor slabs. The one on the left is a foundation slab. It's a structural foundation slab. The one on the right is a floor. Remember how I talked about that difference in the last video, or whichever video it was, a couple of videos ago. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to apply a slab edge to both of these. And you can get the slab edge tool in two places. Here under the architecture on the floor, it's right there, floor slab edge. Okay, or over here on structure under slab, it's right there, floor slab edge. It's the same tool. Okay, now by default, it has this one loaded, a thickened, a 24 by 12. I think there's one other, maybe there's a couple of other profiles in here, and just like with the wall sweep that we were doing, the reveals and the wall sweeps, that's how you load a new profile the same way. Okay, so to create this thing, you just come along and pick your edges of your slab. All right, and it creates it. Okay, and so I'm still in the command here. So, but if I held down my control button and clicked a slab edge, and it would take that out. Okay. If I go restart slab edge, it restarts the command, and I can do it over here on this other one. Okay, but I'm going to I'm going to delete those. All right, and I'm going to start it over again to show you something here. Okay, so slab edge. And if I hold down the tab key, when I hover over that, it picks the perimeter of the slab. Okay, so now let's go here and look at this section. And I'm going to go fine detail and sheeted. Here's the turn down slab. And it says it's a 24 by 12. So let's do some measurement there. So there's the 12 inch. That's 12 inch. It won't pick up that corner right there. Go measure. But that is 24 inch. Okay, and I'm thinking it's the width of the top and the height of it is what, well, we'll just look at it and see. Let's go into edit type here. No, that doesn't have the size, but if I were to go up, so There's the three different sizes, 36 by 12, 36 by 18. So let's make a change here. I'm just changing the profile. I'm not changing the family. Okay, so the two measurements on a slab edge is the width at the top and the height of the turn down. And so I'm going to undo all that because I really don't want to change the the parameters of that slab edge tool. But that's how it is. And if you notice, we got two different colors here. We got a line through here. Because they are not joined together. And part of that is we have two different material types. Okay. So in our slab edge, we go into edit type, and material is just listed as by category. So we want to change that to concrete cast in place gray, because that's what our floor is. That's what it should be. Let me check that. Yeah, concrete cast in place gray. Okay. So now they have the same hatch pattern and they have the same color, but you see they're still not joined. And so we do that on our modify, join, and we select our floor and our turn down, and it joins them together. Okay, that's a grid line, so don't freak out about that. And so now those are joined together. So if I go to my 3D view, and let's go to shaded, there you can see, come on, rotate up. Let's go consistent instead of shaded. There's my turn down. And you can see the same color and the same pattern is all through that. So let's go back over here to level one. Now this one is an architectural floor, and it works pretty much the same way. So we'll go, we can use the same tool. Except for you notice this one, it shows the turn down edge as a dashed line. And that comes from our visibility and graphics, okay? And so let's go to this view. And you can see there's no line there differentiating between them. And they're the same color because we had already changed the material type for this to concrete cast in place gray. So you can see kind of the difference that those make. Now let's look at some of these, the profile offsets. What it does is it can move it up and down, and it can move it, left and right horizontally. So if I think I may need to make that a -4. Okay, so that moved it down 4 inches, and then I want to offset it. That went inside, I want to go outside. So we'll say -4 inches to both ways. And what this has done is, if I had like a wood frame wall or a metal stud wall, and I had brick veneer, well, brick has to have something to sit on. And so here's how you would use a slab edge to create a brick ledge for the brick to sit on right there. Okay, and so that did that. And you notice this one didn't change. It only changed the one in this model, because Those were all created in one tool, one command, and so it created the brick ledge all the way around. If you didn't want brick ledge all the way around, you have to create that slab edge with two different commands. All right, so that covered a lot of that stuff. Let's see. Let me look at Okay, so isolated footings. They go to the bottom of a column, and it comes by default. It's got a couple of different sizes here. You would create a new one in right here, and we'll go duplicate it, and I'm going to call it a 36 by 12. Mouse go. And then I'll come in here and make my changes to the sizes here. Okay. And then when you place these, you have a level here that you're placing them on, and of course all the rotate kind of stuff. And so these you can place without having a column already, whereas a wall footing or a continuous footing, you have to have a wall to put those in. And pretty much, the same kind of parameters up here is pretty easy to kind of deal with. Okay, so that covers a lot of footings, floors, floor slab, those kinds of things. Next, we'll be moving on to some other structural elements, and then we'll get to the project.